Hi guys, this is another calculator video on how to find some data after you enter a list into your your list 1. We can graph our list, we can look at the histogram, we can change the window. And we did talk about this a little bit in class yesterday. But I want to know how the calculator can tell me quartiles, how the calculator can tell me what the mean is, what the median is. So we are going to enter this list into L1 on our calculator. So if there's a list already in there, just clear it. So stat and enter. At this point, we're proficient at that. And we are entering 28, 48, 53, 25, 38, 23, 49, and 32. Okay, so you'd have this list in list 1. I'm on my last data point, which is 32, and this tells me there's 8 data values in my set. So I'm just going to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I wanted to hit stat again, and since we only entered one list, stat, and then I arrowed over to calc, we were looking for one variable, stats. My calculator has an old operating system, so I just have to hit enter twice. You might have to hit enter 2 or 3 times. So what we did was, we did this part already right here. So this says to store the list 1 in there, so let me show you that again. My list 1 was already in there. If I hit enter, I already had list 1 in there. Let me clear that out of there again. Try that again. So stat, arrow over to calc, number 1. I don't need to write anything in there. My calculator knows to go to list 1, but you might have to put list 1 in there, hit enter, and it's looking at list 1. So the var stats makes any calculation more than can fit on the screen, so we're going to use the down arrow keys to see all the information. So this arrow right here means there's more information down there. But let's take a look at the data we see first. This X bar notation, this is the mean. That's the first thing that's listed under var stats, and for our example the mean is 37. We don't really need to worry about the summation of x or the summation of x squared. And then later on in the unit, we're going to look at these two, their standard deviation. The n tells me that I have 8 points in my data set. So then if we arrow down, hit the arrow down key, we have some more information in there. This tells me my minimum value is 23, my maximum value is 53. MED is the median, in our example it's 35, and it also gives me quartiles, which we're going to look at later in this unit. Okay, now it's your turn for video question 1 and video question 2. And for video question 1, you need to use the frequency table right here to answer the questions 1 and 2, and you're going to have to enter this frequency table into your calculator. So when you're entering 30, you're going to enter 130. You're going to enter 3 35s, and then you're going to enter 5 40s, 7 45s, and so on. So when you're done entering that data into list 1, when you're done, entering the data into list 1, then use your stat, calc, one variable statistics to answer the question, what is the mean number of minutes students studied? And question number 2, what is a better measure of center, mean or median, and explain why you chose mean or why you chose median. And those answers can just be entered at the bottom of your note sheet. Have a good night.